following pro wrestling exhibition requires discretionary viewer participation.
Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome fans to the 11th annual Helloween Brawl. I'm Wally Cardo, and fans, we've got a full broadcast booth for tonight's All Hands on Deck Supercard. With me, Johnny Bianco, Christy Ogilvie, Myron Schimmelman, and of course, Don Hickson and Hangman Tex Lynch. We've got a massive and macabre 3 hours of our WL wrestling action with title matches galore.
And that's far from all. We'll also see ladies Triple Crown champion Liberty Bell Danielle facing Luna Vachon in our second ever casket match, plus the new ladies costume battle royal. And probably more than a few surprises. Don and Tex, you guys look very up for the excitement.
You had better believe it. Johnny Bianco, let me tell you, the Helloween Brawl always delivers the goods. And we've got the rosters of both Snarl and Rage in the house tonight. It is going to be a killer diller.
Got that right, Dandy Don. This is going to be a terrific card, folks. Stick around, because it's going to be spectacular. 3 hours of RWL action that you're definitely not going to want to miss.
What a combination. A packed house and a packed supercard. So let's not waste a single minute as we get set for the card opener. I said title matches galore, and I meant it. We start the Fright Night festivities with the Ladies Northern Championship at stake as reigning champ Babs Beckwith defends against her first ever legit rival, the lovely Brenda Blair. So let's go to ringside now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th annual RWL Helloween Brawl. Our first match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. And it is for the RWL Ladies Northern Championship.
Good evening, fans. Myron Schimmelman here. Look at this packed house. We couldn't fit another person in here with a shoehorn. And what an opening match we got here. The Ladies Northern title on the line. Brenda Blair facing Babs Beckwith. A couple of ladies with double B initials. Brenda Blair. Well, she didn't fare too well in the tournament, and that's kind of weighed on her conscience. So she's determined to try and get that Ladies Northern title away from Babs Beckwith, who's held it for just a little bit over a month.
Hi, y'all. Happy Halloween. This will be Babs Beckwith's first major title defense, and it's against someone who's not just hot to snatch that title up, but someone that's really become Babs' first true rival. Neither one's got anything good to say about the other. Their last few encounters have been very heated, so don't expect no polite, scientific, technical stuff from either one. Nope, these two, they're gonna fight without holding anything back.
Even the armchair experts can't seem to decide on a favorite, since both these gals are about the same in size, power, and experience. As usual, I'm leaning towards the champ, and Babs damn sure doesn't want to drop the belt to Brenda in her first title defense.
No, indeed, Wally. That would be an embarrassing situation for sure, and it would definitely set Babs Beckwith back to square one all over again.
Well, especially after the brilliant performance she displayed in September during the tournament, becoming known as the Little Valley Girl that could.
The crowd's already getting pretty wound up, and who can blame them? As we start the night with this exciting Ladies Northern Championship match. Right out of the gate, the fans appear to be split right down the middle as to who their favorite to win is, even though Babs has outsmarted Brenda in a few of their previous matches since the tournaments in September.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty amped about this one.
challenger from San Jose, California. Here is Brenda Blair. Her opponent from the San Fernando Valley, California, the ladies' northern champion, Babs Beckwith.
Well, the onus is certainly on Babs Beckwith. A loss at this point would be extremely embarrassing and could set her back a long way.
And on the flip side of that, if Brenda Blair beats her and picks up the ladies' northern title, it's going to strap a rocket to her career.
Well, Mr. Lynch won the coin toss, so he will be calling the matches this evening. Take it away, Tex.
And it was completely fair. I didn't use my two-headed coin. All right, Helloween Brawl 2025 starts right now. Willie Johnson rings the bell, and we are off to the races. Babs off the ropes with a flying punch to Brenda Blair, takes her down to the mat. Babs locks her up again. A series of knees and shots and kicks that takes Brenda right back down to the mat again. Babs opens up with a series of left hands, follows that up with a stomp to the midsection. Babs Beckwith rounds up Brenda again. Hard whip to the far left corner, a running knee to the midsection of Brenda. And Babs putting the boots to Brenda Blair, a rebound off the ropes and a face wash. Brenda Blair rolls out towards center. Now using the ropes to get herself stood up. Here comes Babs again, and whoa, big time boot takes her out to the floor. Babs Beckwith all the way up, precariously perched up on there on the top. And here she comes. Oh man, flying fist from 10 feet up to Brenda Blair on the outside. Willie Johnson already counting. Another set of hard left hands, followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Babs Beckwith just unloading with another set, this time a hard set of rights and another stomp to the midsection of Brenda Blair. Blair rounded back up by Babs. Oh man, Brenda put on the brakes before she hit the ring steps. So does Babs. Well, these two are super coordinated. A rake to the back from Brenda Blair and into a sleeper hold on the outside. Oh man. Babs counters with a jawjacker. Backs off Brenda Blair. Brenda locked up. Rolled towards the other side of the ring. A running double axe handle of Brenda. Babs Beckwith firing on all cylinders here. Babs rolls her back inside the ring. Makes her own way in. Rebounds off the middle rope and another flying punch to Brenda Blair. She's spending an awful lot of time laying down. Babs locks Brenda up again. Escorts her towards the far right corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Brenda puts on the brakes. Gets Babs into the corner, a double chop to the chest. Goes behind on her. Sets her up against the ropes. Brenda Blair turns her around, a choke with the top rope to Babs Beckwith. Brenda whips her to the ropes again. Drives a knee into her head and she's stunned. Wow, down she goes. Brenda Blair quickly going for a cover, quickly hooking the leg. 1, 2, no dice. Babs Beckwith finds her way out of the pin. Brenda Blair depriving Babs Beckwith of air with a blatant choke. A chop, a kick, another kick, and a standing drop kick. Babs Beckwith rolls to the outside. Here comes Brenda Blair. Whoa! Shut up. Man. Just a human missile right there. Babs with a chop across the chest and a suplex on the outside. Referee Willie Johnson counting. Babs Beckwith follows up with a stomp, follows it up with another one. Babs Beckwith catches a knee to the side of the head, and suddenly Brenda Blair's turned this one around. The momentum is all hers at the present time. Babs counters with elbows to Brenda Blair. Backs her off. Oh man, nasty spin kick. Takes Brenda Blair down to the floor again. Referee Willie Johnson continues to count. Brenda Blair almost driven into the barricades, but not quite. Babs rolls her way back inside the ring. And here comes Brenda Blair again. Babs Beckwith locks her up. Whips Brenda to the ropes, misses the grapple, misses the kick. Brenda Blair gets a hold of her, snap mare, and a grinding boot to the face of Babs Beckwith. Oh, Brenda stamping the hands and the fingers of Babs Beckwith. And she's going to do it again since she liked it so much the first time. Oh, wow. Well, and another blatant choke from Brenda Blair. Like we said at the start, these two do not get along. They're never going to get along. You can just forget about that. You won't see them doing no tag teams no time soon. Brenda Blair off the top rope with a leg drop across the throat of Babs Beckwith. Here's another cover. One. Just the one. Babs Beckwith kicks out. Another sleeper hold, this time inside the ring. Could be a possible submission. Willie Johnson checking things out. But again, Babs counters with a jawjacker. Gets Brenda down on one knee. Gets a hold of her. Whips her to the rope. She misses it. Oh, man. An RKO out of no place. Look at that. Here's a cover from Brenda Blair. Barely. 1, 2. I don't believe it. Babs Beckwith just dropped the Ladies Northern title of Brenda Blair, the new Ladies Northern Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time was 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Your winner and the new Ladies Northern Champion, Brenda Blair.
On one side, I'm thrilled for Brenda, who's definitely going to be moving up in the world. But at the same time, I can't help but feel bad for Babs Beckwith. That's got to be a crushing loss for her. Here's hoping she can bounce back from this unfortunate loss.
Yeah, Christy, that's gotta hurt. Folks, we'll be back with more Helloween Brawl right after this.